Wait until I say. Okay.
Hello, Tennessee Patriot here for part 2 of the 9x18 Makarov. There's a couple of things that I forgot to tell you about this in the first part. I'm going to go ahead and cover them now. First off, these guns are relatively inexpensive. You can buy one for anywhere from in the low 200s to up around 3, depending on how many magazines and what you get with it. But there's one other thing that you need to know about these. This is one of the easiest guns in the world to disassemble and work on. Let me show you how this works. You pull the trigger guard down, it slips over to the side, push the slide back and off the top. That's how easy it is to take this pistol apart. I just wanted to cover that with you. Okay, on the bench here, you'll see that I have laid out a 380 ACP, a 9x18 Makarov, and a 9x19 Luger. And you can see in the length there's 1 millimeter difference between the three. Okay. Now, when I sort my brass, I do it by length, so when I get stuff from the range, I can sort it out that way and make sure I've got the right stuff. Another thing I want to cover, and I'm not going to show you in this video, is that when I'm done loading the 9x18 Makarov and I put them in the tray, I put them lead down, and then I mark the tray with a permanent marker on the back of each one of these because they're still stamped 9x19 Luger. Now I put a permanent black X on the back. When I get these back from the range, when I leave there, I know that this is a Makarov round. It's another good way to identify it. Now, show you how to make the brass. You take your 9x19, okay? As I said before, the bullet for 9x19 is 356. The bullet for 9x18 is 365. So the first thing you've got to do is take the neck out far enough to get your length trimmer, your case length trimmer to work. So you put it in your press, and using the powder through expander die that Lee sells with the set, just leave the plug in it as you would normally use if you're going to funnel your powder in, and just take the neck out just a little bit. Okay? Then you take your brass over to your drill, and I can't tell you how handy it is to have this drill here. It's real easy to do. Little piece of flat stock, and mount it to your bench. Okay, so you put the brass in there, hold it, lock the drill down. Lovely. I picked up one with a primer still in it, so I'm going to set that aside. Trim the 1 millimeter off, chamfer a little bit on the inside. This brass doesn't stick out far enough to use the female side of the chamfering tool, so I just did it with a file. Now you have a complete, ready 9x18 Makarov brass that you can load forever using a boxer primer and your 9x18 bullets. And just to show you these, this is a well, I was going to tell you that this is a Makarov bullet, but it's not. That's a box of Tokarev that I set out the size. There's a 9x18 Makarov, and it is ball ammunition. And when it comes to sizing, I'm going to tell you something else. Lee doesn't sell the 365 sizer as part of their normal lineup. You have to pay a little bit more and get a custom one. This is what they look like right here. And I use mine in a separate single stage press when I do it, but you basically just put the bullet on the ram, push it up through here, and it catches your brass, your bullets in a little cup right here. And some people actually lube in their cups. I don't. I like my stuff a little cleaner than that. I do it in a coffee can. So there you have it. That's how to make 9x18 Makarov brass from 9x19 so that you can shoot a lot more without spending as much. And you can load them a little hotter than factory ammunition, which frankly is enough to cycle your weapon. That's about it. And there you have it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you got something out of it. Tennessee Patriot out.